right after we got engaged, just got baby fever. And she said, like, okay, we can try, we'll find out. And then it just took me one shot.
It sucks because I don't think you'll get to be there when the baby's born. And that's sad. That makes me really sad.
We've applied for the K-1 visa so that Juan can come to the US. But it's a really long process, and there's absolutely no guarantee that he'll be able to be there by the time the baby's born.
And the feeling of not even being able to be there for her when she goes to labor is like one of the worst feelings I have ever felt. But I do really feel like this whole situation is just kind of setting me up to fail.
Going into this season, I thought I was going to like Juan. I thought I was going to like Juan and maybe even like Jessica a little bit. I thought maybe they were going to be the relationship that had a certain level of stability. But the more episodes come out, the more you realize that stability in their relationship is a myth. And also it's when reality hits you that this is 90 Day Fiance and stability is never going to be a thing. But hey man, sometimes we just have hope for thinking, don't we? Now let's get into this. So last episode, they revealed that she was pregnant. I thought that maybe she was pregnant by accident, End of the day, she's gone to a foreign country, she's met a man, they got too happy, boom, bam, and then boom, she's pregnant. But to now find out that the pregnancy was actually planned, for some reason, it makes me feel like the situation is actually a whole lot worse. I kind of feel like I would have been better off if the pregnancy was an accident rather than it being planned. Why? Well, look at it this way. She already has 2 boys. Juan has not experienced living with her 2 boys at this moment in time, okay? He's only now experiencing it now. So why would you get pregnant? Why would you plan to get pregnant with a man that you don't even know if he's going to get along with your 2 boys? And also on top of that, in the first episode, she even told her boys to behave themselves because they did not want her, but she didn't want her boys to scare Juan off. And now we're in a situation where they decided to get pregnant because she was having baby fever. And now Juan is sitting here talking about, I'm disappointed that I won't be here for the baby delivery potentially. And end of the day, Jessica's out here talking about how the visa may take a long time. I mean, to be honest with you, given the fact that they had the chance to actually plan to get pregnant, a smart person or a smart couple would have been like, okay, cool. I'll tell you what we're going to do first. First, I'm going to bring my sons over here. You're going to spend time with my sons, okay, of course, and we're going to see what it's like to be a happy family, first and foremost. And I got to know 100% that you are going to want to stick around with my 2 boys. Because at the end of the day, she's already in a situation where she's no longer with the baby dad anyway. Even though the baby dad is in the picture and according to her, he's doing a great job, the fact is she is already in a situation where the boys come from a split home, aka a broken home, right? So really and truly, instead of repeating history of that potentially happening, make sure you spend time with your boys, with your new man first. You know what I mean? Once you know that's secure, okay, cool. Then we can take the marriage seriously. At that moment in time, you then apply for the visa. The visa comes, you get to the States, you live there for maybe for 6 months to a year or whatever, making sure that he's been able to settle in America perfectly well, to make sure that the boys and him have got a tight relationship, and then you plan to have a freaking child. But instead, she's done everything the whole complete backwards, and this is why I feel like it would have been better if this was if the baby was not planned and it just happened, rather than it be planned, because they had the opportunity to plan it properly. This planning right here is literally planned as if it's a mistake. You know what I mean? As if like it was an accident that she got pregnant. And now you got Juan here talking about, in the last episode, he was talking about, oh, the boys have come and I don't know if I'm ready for this lifestyle because, it's kind of, I've been living in paradise and I've got these responsibilities. And also on top of that, he made it abundantly clear that he was not happy with her parenting skills. And that's another point too. Living with the boys would have been a great chance for him to implement his own parenting skills as a stepdad, and also to make sure that him and his woman have a fluent relationship in terms of how they're going to parent. Of course, there's going to be obstacles, challenges, but it's all about learning together, right? But no. Let's throw all of that out of the freaking window because, hey, I'm having baby fever, so let's just get pregnant right now. With all the doubts possible. You know the saddest thing about all of this? This isn't even the pinnacle of the video. Let's get into it.
A woman that I did not know. She told me that she had met Juan on a cruise, that they had started talking, and that they had hooked up. Part of me that he never cheated, but he did admit that he did lead her on, and he didn't tell her that he was in a relationship.
How much?
He has to lose.
Yeah. It gave me a little bit of comfort.
Yeah.
And then obviously came back from that trip with a little Colombian souvenir.
And now we're at this stage right here, right now. At this stage right here, right now, where before even the pregnancy even happened, she had received a message from another woman saying that your man was with me and he was flirting with me. He was leading me on. Hanky panky. So trust issues have already been put into place anyway, right? Loyalty has already been questioned. His seriousness towards her had also been questioned. But hey, because she had a trip already planned, she thought, I'm gonna go down there anyway and give him the benefit of the doubt and hear what he's gonna say. And on that trip of him apologizing and realizing that, you know, he didn't want to lose her, that's when all of a sudden, boom, she came back with a Colombian souvenir. So that tells me that him and her got pregnant for the wrong reasons. They got pregnant for the sake of saving the relationship. They got pregnant because in her eyes, she probably thought, you know what, baby fever, let's have a kid. Because obviously he did say that she got baby fever, which means that because Jessica had baby fever, that's when they decided to try. I wonder why she had baby fever. Was it because she genuinely wanted another baby? Or was she having baby fever because she just wanted to lock him in and make sure that he did not leave her? Because at the end of the day, she was like, damn, I got this young man. He's so handsome. He's so this and that. And now I'm hearing that there's another woman that he may be playing around with. Okay, he's admitted it, but I really got to make sure that he's stuck it with me because I do not want anyone else to have him. Let me have baby fever. And the reason why I now put the blame on her, not as much on him when it comes to the baby fever situation and them having a baby to save the relationship or her wanting to have a baby with him to lock him in as well, because what she says next right here is definitely what confirms it.
We have no choice but to try to like really focus, and we're tied to one another forever.
We have no choice now but to make it work, and we're now tied together for forever. And remember, the child is the reason why they're tied forever. That is what she's implementing there. And she's also saying now that I'm pregnant, you obviously have no choice to be with me. He has no choice. And you know what the crazy thing is? She may be in a situation where currently with her two boys, the guy that she had children with, okay, cool. It's good that he's there. It's good that, you know, he's there to support and he's always there to look after the boys and obviously wants to be in his son's life, which is absolutely phenomenal. But here's the thing though. There is no saying that you're going to have the same relationship with one that you do with your current baby dad. Bear in mind that if things didn't work out and one wanted to live back in Colombia, that means he would only ever see his child only if he flew there or you flew there. And you wouldn't have the luxury of him babysitting or looking after your kids, because at the end of the day, you may have the luxury right now with your current baby dad who is more than happy to have the boys and be there. So, and hence the reason why she's always able to fly anyway. The reason why she's always able to fly C1 in the first place is because the baby dad that she currently has loves the kids, of course, and he always wants to be with them, and therefore he will take them at any given time. Phenomenal father, you know what I mean? I like that guy. I don't even know who he is, but I like his style, you know what I mean? But in this situation right here, she's literally using the child to keep him. That is exactly how this is looking anyway. I mean, am I tripping? Am I seeing this wrong? Let me know, but we continue.
Still don't know what I believe happened between Juan and that woman, but I'm having his child and we owe it to ourselves and our child to definitely give it everything we have.
You see what I mean? The evidence just keeps coming in.
For 6 months, he's gonna be on that cruise, and I need to make sure that he knows that he has to respect you and not hurt you ever again.
I mean, listen, it's nice to know that the friend wants to have a conversation with Juan to make sure that he behaves himself, but this friend should have had a conversation with Jessica when she had the whole idea of having baby fever.
Juan has denied that he cheated with this woman, but I think he probably did. It's possible that this could happen again. It's possible that it's happened more than just the one time, so.
I mean, listen, the friend ain't lying, man. The friend is not lying. There is that massive possibility that Juan is out here doing a madness. You know what I mean? If he's gone for 6 months on a cruise ship and a part of his job is flirting with customers, you know what I mean? Getting their attention or all them kind of things. And let's be real though. Juan did say in the last episode that he's been living in paradise this whole time, and now he's about to give it all up. So to be honest with you, if this man knows that he's about to leave his job if he knows he's about to leave his job as soon as the visa comes and he's going to go to the States, well, in the meantime, what's he going to do? And let's be honest, Juan's already said that he loves sex. Loves it. And that's why he was a bit annoyed with the boys when they wanted to sleep with mommy and him, because obviously all he wanted to do was to get down with his woman, right? For a man that loves sex, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's a cheater per se, but it means that there's a chance that he may struggle to keep it in his pants. And if a woman presents himself to him and she's looking applicable, if you dig what I'm saying, he's probably more likely to dive in because he can't handle the fact that he just wants sex all the time, if you dig what I'm saying. So to be fair, the friend may have hit the nail on the head. And to be honest, for the next 6 months and maybe even another 6 months, depending how long it takes him to get to America, he may be going to his clips and having a whole lot of time, a whole lot of good time. You know what I mean? But hey, man, at the end of the day, even if he is out here doing the madness, Jessica, well, you are a fool for wanting to have a child with him, and you are a fool for wanting to marry him, and you're a fool for continuing, because in reality, the red flags are there for you to have massive concerns. And to be honest with you, you have no control over his life at this moment in time. When I say that, what I mean is like, he's on a cruise, you know, and you can't observe his movements and do all them like, you know, do all them kind of like toxic things, you know, that some women do when they try and do, you know, like for example, women are great detectives. When a woman wants to find out about you doing the madness, they are insane detectives, you know what I mean? Sadly, he's on a cruise ship, so I don't know she can be a detective on that one. She's gonna ring up his boss to let me know everything he does. Ring up his work colleagues. I want to know exactly where he's right now. What's he doing right now? Hey, listen, I'm gonna give you a radio advice, a listening device. Please put underneath his bed. Please put this in his pocket so I can hear everything that you say it. The calamity. Either way though, you guys let me know exactly what you're thinking down below in the comment section. We'll talk about it. Don't forget to like, sub, and of course, peace.